welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. If you're new, my name is Autumn. I have two girls, Alani, who will be going into second grade, and Emmy, who will be going into kindergarten. Emmy is going to be a young kindergarten. She doesn't turn 5 until November. So I do want to make sure I am not pushing too much and taking things a little slower. In my state, we don't even have to do kindergarten, but I do want to make sure we have some structure. She has already been doing a lot of learning alongside her older sister, and she wants to be there. So I definitely want to make sure that I am starting as much with her as she wants to be involved in. This video is going to be our science picks. I do want to thank Apologia for this preschool science because it was something that they sent to me. It was something that I was eyeing along with some other things, but I am really excited to get into this. This is what I have chosen for Emmy, but I really do think that Alani can be right there with us through it all. And then this book is Pennsylvania Songbirds. I'm gonna have a separate video where I talk more in depth about this. I actually got this at a workshop, so I want to talk a lot more about that, the training I went through and everything. So this is something that I will touch on in this video, but I will touch on it in greater detail in a future video. And then there are two more science things, believe it or not. So we have decided to go with mystery science. I am super excited about that. Again, that'll also be a video that I go into depth with planning because they have a whole pacing guide and everything, and I want to take you along for all of that. But if you are not familiar with mystery science, they have all of the lesson plans, lots of really cool interactive videos, and I think that we've actually done a few things. We were using the free version for a while, and I was like, definitely we have to get this. So I really think that it is going to be a lot of fun. There are experiments that we can do as well. I was really wanting something where I could get like an experiment kit, but they only have like classroom size ones, and I do not need that many, obviously, with my two girls. So I am just sticking with just the online portion of it. And then I am considering getting a science kit through Home Science Tools. So their Wonder Year 2 kit, which is for K-2, is something that I am definitely interested in getting. So I haven't purchased it yet, but I think that this would be really fun. For physical science, it has 3 kits. Then for earth and space science, there are 2. And then the life science one, which is unit 3, there's 1 kit. But I looked through all of these, and I think this would be really fun for both of my girls to do together. So yes, that does mean I have a curriculum book here, a curriculum book here. I'm following the pacing guide for mystery science, and I have a separate thing for science kits. It does sound like a lot, but that is why I will let you know on my pacing. So this is gonna be the main thing for Emmy. Mystery science will be the main thing for Alani, and then the other 2 things, the bird curriculum as well as the science kits, those will be mixed in. So I just want to show you real quick a look inside this one. So you will see more about this as we actually use it. But I have opened it up and taken a quick peek. I really love, first off, just how colorful and fun it is. I think that's going to be really fun for my girls. But when I looked through it, I love this idea. I love that there is a just full project that they can add to over the year. I think that is so fun, and it's going to be really cool to see that come together. That's one of the things that I really loved about the world map with Torchlight. Though we ended up losing it in the move, I really loved seeing all of that come together. So I'm really excited for this project. And then I've also looked through the supply list. It doesn't seem like anything that would be too difficult. And I know for a fact, just knowing me, we're not going to do everything, but I am happy that there is a list that can make it a little bit easier as we go. But as I have looked through this, it does just seem super simple, and I love that. I love that it is short and sweet. We kind of can just read through it and have discussions, and there's no like pacing guide or anything, so I can kind of just feel like we can stop at a natural stopping point for us. Sometimes I really do want to be told exactly what to do, and I'll plan everything out. But again, this is going to be something super simple for Emmy with her kindergarten year. So I think it is very helpful to not have everything laid out. So in the back of the book, it has the parent guide, and that is all of the information that I need to know. This has the activities as well as the information. And I appreciate stuff like this. Like, this is basically a scavenger hunt. This is looking at different things that they saw living, non-living in different environments. This is a sort, so we can cut this out and sort it. So it just feels like it's meant for where my daughter is at, where Emmy is at. I think this is just going to be the perfect thing for her. And again, this is all completely new. I will continue to update you as we use it, but I am excited to get going with this. As I mentioned, I went to a workshop. That is where I got this curriculum, which I'm also excited about. This is a K-8 teacher's guide, so I can use this for years. And as I already said, I am really excited about this. So it has lots of different activities and sheets and everything. We walked through the whole thing at the workshop. I'm not going to be able to go into all of it or anything, but I am so excited to get this started with my girls. We did some of these pages at the workshop, like the birdsong one. We did an activity with that. So this is something that I want to mix in with the other stuff we are learning. It does not have to be related to what we are learning. It's just something I want to make sure that we are adding in here and there because I think it's going to be so much fun. So as I said, Alani's main curriculum will be through mystery science. So I actually have access to the kindergarten as well, but I definitely want to use the Apology as preschool science. I think that's going to be way better for her. So even though I do have access to it, I can pull up certain things for videos if we want, but the mystery science is mainly going to be for Alani. There are 4 units that Alani will be doing. The first is animal biodiversity. Then there is plant adaptations. The third one is erosion and earth surface. And then the last one is material properties. Animal biodiversity has 4 lessons and activities, but it also has so many other things. So when you put everything together, it recommends 20 sessions. So I look at that as 20 lessons because if they're 30 to 40 minutes each, that is all we are doing when we come to do science. So each unit has the lessons as well as connections, assessments, extensions, and I really do like the assessments. I've looked through them already. I also appreciate that there's a performance task, which reminds me of what I see when we're using core knowledge, and I've really enjoyed core knowledge so far. So again, I am going to break this down a lot further of how I will use it in a future video, but I'm really excited to start planning this out. So those are all the different things that I plan to use for this upcoming school year for science. I am really excited to sit down and start planning everything out. I've actually already started with some things, but I really want to figure out, I don't even know exactly when we are gonna start the school year. I might start Emmy sooner than I start Alani, since Alani has a lot of camps and Emmy will have more time. So I really just am excited to get going, to get this written down and planned out. But if you have any experience with any of the science picks that we will be using, please let me know in the comments, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the additional videos where I dive a little deeper into different things when we start vlogging for the new school year and I'm able to share more. You won't want to miss those if you like videos like this. As always, thank you so much for your support on my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.